Alright everybody, welcome to the Inspired Thunder Series. Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You notice a lot of different things. It has come time for the cars to switch over to the late model side of things. This is the second of 5 cars that will be ran throughout the season. Right now, Ethan Sikorsky with the fast lap, Tyler Stone, Aaron Stanton, Dan McCullough, Darcy Hart, the top 5. And tonight with these cars, it's all about trying to save what tire you can, when you can. And this will not be this is not going to be the stereotypical race. We're going back to the grassroots side of things for 4 weeks where we switch over to the Gen 7s. Right now, Aaron Stanton comes into the night -6 in the point standings. If I pull him up right now, there you see it. Colton Ward on top of the board in the points. Stan out by 6. Mike Hauser out by 33. Henning out by 54 after his dominant win in Texas. Shane Hart bounced back into the top 5. 65 out. Then Hayden Williams, Kate Cannon, Tyler Stone, James Hadaway, and Elijah Fisher. Top 10 in the points. So while we got a moment here, see if we can't talk to a couple of drivers. Well, we got 12 minutes remaining. First is starting the man who won last night, or not won last night, but won last Saturday, and hopes to have a great run tonight. See if he's on the racetrack. Indeed he is. Shane Hart, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
What's up, Garrett?
Well, right now, as we stand waiting for you to jump up on the board here, but what can you tell me? How did these cars feel coming into this race, myself included, but a lot of us knew that it was going to be topside oriented, but what's your take of the car and the track, and really is there a plan to come into tonight?
No real plan, honestly. The car actually feels really awesome at these tracks, so my first time really ever running them here. We're going to take tonight and just take as much information as we can and try and soak it in and go from there, I guess. See where it puts us at the end of this race.
Well, buddy, you come into the night just getting back into the top 5, but still a big chunk of points still to go to Colton Ward, 65 out entering tonight. Is there really are you really feel like that you're needing to win or to at least rack off the finishes to still stay in championship contention, or is the championship last thing on the 21's mind right now?
Yeah, we're just out here on Saturdays to have fun. So I guess whatever happens, I guess. Not really thinking about it too much.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Excuse me. So right now, Elijah Fisher top of the board. Ethan Sikorsky, Aaron Stanton, Tyler Stone, Colton Ward. Now your top 5. With that being said, we can't talk to a man that comes in second in the points tonight. Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
What's up, Garrett?
Yeah, I didn't get you in mid-conversation this time. But buddy,
I'm just thinking.
But buddy, take me through the night. It's a fast 27 machine right now, top of the board. First one to crack the 22.2s. How are you liking the car so far tonight?
She's a little loose, but at least she turns. You know?
My buddy, you walk into the night 6 in the points. What's it going to take
Six?
or not 6, but you walk into the point second in the point, 6 out. So what's it going to take to close them 6 points up to your teammate Colt Ward?
I got to beat him, man. The best out there, so got to learn how to beat him.
Well,
I think with this type of racing, though, I can.
well, buddy, it's going to be a hell of a night. Really, what do you feel like we can expect out of these cars coming into tonight?
There's going to be wrecks. There's going to be beating and banging. A lot of tire strategies. I just hope people take their time and understand that. But there's going to be those aggressive drivers. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Well, that being said, Aaron's standing right now fastest in the practice session. Well, Mike Hauser jumps up second quickest when he's 22.365. Mike Hauser back in STP colors. Right now, we'll look at it. Tyler Stone, right now, 5th quickest. But he's going to really have not interviewed him a lot here lately. So let's see if we can't get the driver to 25 in here. Tyler Stone, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I've got you. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just not in the tow out the car.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, buddy, take me through the night. We're already seeing a lot of drivers are favoring more that middle lane or top lane, so to speak, tonight. What can we expect with these cars from the little bit of practice that you've ran with them?
Well, I just went 3 wide and had a hell of a lot of fun doing it, so I think we're going to be everywhere. I really am, especially early in the run, partial to the bottom. I mean, if you can get the car to turn and not lose it like I am right now, it's a lot of fun.
Buddy, of course we see the bottom. And really, do you feel like the bottom lane more or less will be used for slide jobs tonight more than anything else? Because right now, and in times past, like I said, outside lane gets such a great roll through the middle and exit of the corners. Do you feel like a lot of guys are going to try to slide job the car?
I think you'll see that on these restarts for sure. And then, as we fan out, we'll probably move a little bit more to the top. But, I mean, you can make lines anywhere on this racetrack, which is why I love running it. So I think you'll see a good race tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing. So Tyler Stone right now, 5th in practice as we stand. Back down through the field here, Stephen Henning Jr. right now in a very wild looking 78 machine. Right now, 7th on the board with a 22.454. Jackson Attaway and Dale Jr. colors tonight right now underneath Colton Ward. David. Different type of McCullough if you're thinking of Inverness, but it's going pretty good. Looking forward to doing midnight later tonight. With that being said, the only H&W Motorsports driver tonight would be Jackson Hathaway, so you can't get a word with him. Jackson Hathaway, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, buddy, where's your dear old dad at?
Wait, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, where's your dad at tonight?
He's hunting for deer. So that's where Hayden is too. So I'm just here by myself.
hey, hey, way to spend a Saturday night. Well, buddy, we've seen over the last few weeks, the 8 cars had great speed. Unfortunately, finish have not been able to come together. Do you feel like with these cars that you can turn that luck around?
Yeah, especially with the halfway caution, I feel like I get some more spots and especially having to save more tires. So hopefully we have a good race tonight and get another top 10. So yeah.
All right, buddy. Last question before I let you head out. Is there anything? How are you liking the car with the track right now? 79 degrees. I got to expect there should be a lot of grip on that racetrack tonight. But how's the car handling for the 8 side of things?
It's not bad. Uh, yeah, just doing fine. Hopefully we don't get wrecked out. That's about my only concern.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. For here on out, hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, thanks, Garrett.
Yep. To answer your question, Gordon, no sir, no relation. Right now, Aaron Stanton, Colton Ward, Mike Hauser, Elijah Fisser, Ethan Sikorsky. The top 5, Shane Hart, Tyler Stone, Stephen Henning, Ben Connert, and Jackson Hadaway. The top 10 as we stand with just under 3 minutes remaining in warm-up/practice. All right, now weather for tonight. If it ain't all here, look. Weather tonight, 73 degrees in Indiana. No wind tonight, which is a surprise. Clear condition and 28% humidity for tonight. So the track ought to have a lot of grip in it. Right now, the one driver trying to make up more ground than anybody else tonight will be that 94 of Ethan. Let's see if we cannot get him in the booth. Ethan Sikorsky, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Copy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, coming into the night, missing last week, dropped all the way down to 17th in the points. Do you feel like that over these next 4 weeks with these late models, do you feel like that the 94's got a good shot of getting back into the top 10?
Oh yeah, no, I love these cars. I love how they feel. I love short track racing. I think I'm pretty decent at it, so I don't want to be too cocky, but I think I got a good shot.
Well, buddy, right now, 5th on the practice charts with 22.395. How's really the car handling? I understand some drivers have not raced these a lot, so to speak, so it's a bit of a learning curve for some drivers. But from the 94's perspective, how's the car handling tonight, and what can we expect out of tonight?
It's definitely tight. Not a lot of wheel spin, maybe off of the first start with cold tires, but it's definitely going to be a very much track position based race. So expect people to be aggressive and just try to stay up front. That's all I can really focus on.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Of course, we'll reiterate the points one more time coming into tonight. So Colton Ward, your points leader. Aaron Stanton only 6th out. Then Mike Hauser, Stephen Henning, Shane Har. The top 5, Hayden Williams, Cade Cannon, Tyler Stone, James Hadaway, and Elijah Fisher, your top 10. Right now, as it stands. Practice has concluded. Qualifying up next. Right now, wait for some drivers to head on out. Colton Ward will not be a first one. Black flag exiting the pits. So Aaron Stanton will be the first one to set the bar tonight. Followed by 94 Ethan, then Dustin, then Ty Wilson. Well, stands first lap of 22.531. Whoops. Well, the 11 will go second quickest. However, that little bit of contact with the wall, I believe that will hurt his lap time. On down through the field here. Stephen Henning Jr. rolling out onto the racetrack to start his first of 2 laps. Standing even faster, second lap, 22.407. Stephen Henning Jr. on the clock. Mike Hauser, you see that? 22.677. Good enough for 4th. Glover slides into 5th. Henning wrapping that bottom. Mike Hauser, top of the board, 22.299. Henning got the wall, and it would disqualify that lap. Right the line, Stephen Henning Jr. Survey says 22.524, 5th quickest for Henning. Ben Milton on the track. Milton's first lap, 22.555, 9th quickest at the moment. Second lap, survey says, is it an improvement? 5:12 it is, but not enough to move him up anywhere. Well, scratch that. 7th quickest. Right now, Jackson Hadaway, Shane Har, and Darcy Har, the last to qualify. Colton Ward evidently will start from the rear. And the way it looks, as the 46 completes his second lap, 7th quickest and a 4.79. I believe the lap was disqualified because it was not counted towards it. Right now, Mike Hauser on top of the board. We'll see if we can't get a word with him. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
What up, Garrett?
Well, right now, sitting on top of the board tonight, how's the car feeling around this racetrack for the 43?
I'm not gonna lie, the car feels really good. I don't know what to expect. I have zero experience with these cars, so kind of going in blind here.
Well, buddy, I can say these cars are not going to be that hard to drive. Naturally, coming from the guy that's got 8 wins with them, but for the 43 tonight, 33 points out from the lead between, and really from Colton to you. So really, what's the plan tonight? We know Colton's always fast tonight, but do you feel like the 43 has as good as much pace as what we saw in Texas on the Cup side of things?
I think so. From the raw speed, I think we have really good pace. I think the goal is to just first of all get those bonus points for leading a lap, and then I think from there it's kind of get to that halfway point. Kind of survive. Try not maybe like don't roll over for people, but kind of get in the groove, take care of your stuff, and then from there we're gonna see where we stand and see how much we can ramp it up.
Well, buddy, last question before I let you head out of here tonight. If you win tonight, will I still be able to get that Mike Hauser special at Waffle House?
Oh, you know it, Garrett. Is that even a
Okay.
question?
No, not really, but hell, I don't know if I can eat 2 damn pancakes and a side of bacon, but I damn will try.
All right, let's go.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully, talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thanks, Garrett. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, sir. Well, that being said, apologize. The cough still ain't going away. But starting grid for tonight. Mike Hauser on top of the charts. Elijah Fisher, Wade Alexander, Aaron Stanton, Tyler Stone, the top 5. Ethan Sikorsky, Ben Cunard, Ben Milden, couple Bens lining up the 4th row. That's 7th and 8th. Stephen Henning Jr., the 11th, Dustin, 9th and 10th. David McCullough, Jesse Glover round out the fast 12 for tonight. And Ty Wilson, Colton Ward, Shane Har, Jackson Hadaway, and Darcy Har rounds out the 17-car field tonight for the late model stocks. All right. Phil rolling off. We'll see if can I get one more quick word. Interview with the man that's rolling off 3rd tonight. All right, well, hold on. Never mind. Looks like we're going to go into green anyway. Nah, never mind. Wade Alexander, Garrett James up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, walking into tonight, starting 3rd. What does the 84 got some speed to show everybody? What the 84's got and to upset the field?
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty strong here. This is an underrated series for me. I love racing these cars. I don't got a lot of experience, but I got enough experience to know what to do and what not to do. So hopefully we can keep her up in the front. And yeah, we'll see.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Go ahead and drop you on back down.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right. Mike Hauser, Elijah Fisher, Falcon Motorsports. Like it in the front row tonight. 92 laps, a halfway break. We're rolling from IRP. Right now, Elijah Fisher already out to the early advantage. Mike Hauser slides into 2nd. Right now, being under assault from Aaron Stanton. Oh! 94 of Ethan Hart off the wall. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second here, folks. Okay, there we go. Caution's out. We'll go ahead and see what happened. Not mean to do it like that per se, but somebody lagged. Oh, God. All right, hold up. Get somebody who did not lag. All right, so David McCullough's wreck. We see that. So the 46 gets into the wall, and I guess is where I crashed. Oh, Colton Ward, big hit involved in this. Well, damage to the points leader early. It really appears like might be on my end, but massive damage to Colton Ward, who was in. David McCullough, the 11 of Dustin in this time. Jesse Glover damage. Shane Horner might have a little bit of it. Stephen Henning. There's Elijah Fisher right now. The leader. Shane Horner already rolling back out onto the racetrack. Don't see a lot of damage to that 21 machine. A little bit on the right front. The 21 will bring it right back down into the pits. Colton Ward, still a lot of damage to that machine. Stephen Henning Jr. go one lap down. Safe to say the big one of the night has already transpired. Due to internet issues, I don't think I got a great replay to show what really happened. Well, already rolling out. Well, for the 11 it does so. Waltney and David McCullough, the night is done along with Jesse Glover. Stephen Henning Jr. already one lap down. And the field will be getting set to go back green here with Elijah Fisher out front, Mike Hauser, Tyler Stone, Aaron Stanton, and Wade Alexander. The top five. All right. Let's try it again. We're rolling. Jesse Glover back out onto the racetrack, 3 laps down. Side by side for second, Tyler Stone, Mike Hauser. Of course, everybody's really at this point for drivers that have damage to the cars. Everybody's pretty much banking on that halfway break that we'll get with every late model race of the season for this Thunder Series. Right now, that would be like 46. Tyler Stone looking under Elijah Fisher, 3 wide, 4 wide. Oh, Stone gets into Fisher, and around Fisher goes. Caution's out. Oh, and Ty Wilson knocks the 16 on his side. Trying to get that car to roll back over. And Elijah Fisher toes back to the pits. Night already done. Let's see what happened. Well, I think it'll be a product of. So Stone looks through to the middle. Ooh. It's hard to say what happens there. Oh! And then Ty Wilson knocks the 16 on the side. Let's look at it one more time. In slow motion, of course. Right there, it looks like Wilson gets loose, maybe. Hard to really say. I don't think he'd go up and tag the 16 intentionally. I believe he just got loose. The middle of 3 wide. and just right into the back of Elijah Fisher, and then Ty Wilson already against the wall. Bam. All right, not tonight. Elijah Fisher wanted. And under the second caution of the night, quickly on lap 11. Well, this will help out Shane Harr and Colt Ward a lot. Harr just coming back into the pits. A lot of massive damage to that 42 machine. Well, Harr's going to try to fix what he can as quickly as he can. Elijah Fisher rolling back out, 2 laps down. Under the second caution of the night. All right. So he cannot get a green flag or lap in. Well, we're going to see. All right, Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton brings them down to a start. We're rolling again. Right now, Mike Hauser jumps out early. Stanton second, Sikorsky third, Alexander Milne in the top 5. Battle for 4th. And again, they're racing to the halfway break at the moment. Aaron Stanton now all over the back of Mike Hauser, second and third in the points coming into the night. And right now with Colton Ward and the damage to that 42 machine, this will be a great night to try to gain some points. Stanton looking to the outside. Mike Hauser trying to art the bottom, trying to dime in the corners, going to come off of turn 2. Stanton a little bit into the wall a little bit, going to hold the outside. Sikorsky with him. And of course the outside lane, able to roll through the corner so great, get a decent drive off the corner. It really is the preferred line, believe it or not. Well, Hauser doing a great job holding that bottom lane, minus the middle lane. Stanton's going to cross him over, look to the inside. Stanton all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, Stanton gets into Hauser. Mike Hauser hard into the wall. Come on, man. God almighty. Third caution of the night already. With 75 to go. God almighty. All right, let's take a look at it. Stan just slides up. Might have been a misjudge on Stanton's part. Obviously, it's a huge misjudge on Aaron's part. Yeah, you're going to see it's going to ride that seam, trying to art the corner out, and I don't think I think he thought Mike was going to get a bigger run off the corner than what he did. He was going to try to blend back in line, but regardless, third caution of the night. Stephen Henning Jr. back on the lead lap. Still a little bit of still a little bit of damage to that front grill area in the left side. I hope there ain't no more cautions from here on out until we get to halfway. All right, new pair on the front row. Ethan Sikorsky, Wade Alexander, Ben Milton, Ben Cunard, and Ty Wilson. Top 5, Shane Hart, Darcy Hart, 6 and 7, Tyler Stone, Mike Hauser, Aaron Stant rounds out top 10. Just mentioned it. Stephen Henning Jr. back on the lead lap. Well, I can tell you one thing, Mike Hauser, probably not a happy camper right now. Hard. Seven to go. We're at 46, the halfway break. Or the halfway competition caution, everyone what you want to call it. We're rolling. Ethan out with a hell of a jump, already up to a half a second lead over Alexander. Building, Wilson, Kurt the top 5. Both the Hars right now are in the wall with Shane Har for a moment. Ty Wilson as well. All right now, side by side for the 6th spot. Of course, what is a beautiful High Rock Vodka paint job tonight for the 21 of Shane Har. Meanwhile, the 94 of Ethan Sikorsky out front by just under a second over Wade Alexander, 0.8 to be exact, 1.3 over Ben Milden. Fastest lap of the race does go to the 94 with 22.422. Right now, while we got a moment in the action, go through our first Inspired Marketing through the field. Starting with the 94 of Ethan Sikorsky, started 6. Right now, your leader. On behind him, Wade Alexander. Really has been a pretty solid night within the top 3, 40-84 machine. I think he slid back to 5th at one point, but other than that, a great recovery. Right behind him, a man who needs a great run tonight. An awesome run will go a long way for the 28 of Ben Milner. Start at 8th, right now running in the 3rd spot. Ty Wilson. Big Cunard right now. We're side by side for the 4th spot. Wilson 13th. Involved in the first incident of the night, or the second incident of the night, with Elijah Fisher. But right now, recovered so far to a 4th place spot. Right behind the other Ben in the Inspired Racing League. Ben Cunard right now under assault from Shane Har at the moment. Started 7th right now, trying to hold on to a top 5 spot while we're talking about Shane Har, the reigning Cup Series champion and our most recent winner, coming off a dominant run in Texas, both on Saturday and Monday night. Started 15th right now, up to 6th after having to repair some damage to that 21 machine. On back further, perhaps the biggest mover of the race so far tonight, Darcy Har, Started 17th, up 10 spots in 7th right now, trying to hold Aaron Stanton at bay. But right now, so far, a great night going for the 35 machine. And speaking of Aaron Stanton, received the EOL for that caution. Whoops, wrong one. Received the EOL for our last caution. Started 4th right now, trying to rebound back up to the front spot. Right now in the 8th spot, and Ty Wilson. Been a little bit of an eventful night for a 25 already. Just got into Elijah Fisher earlier in the race and has also received a little bit of damage from what it looks like to that 25 machine. So right now just trying to recover, play it safe, and another person trying to recover, Mike Hauser. Started on the pole in that 43 STP car store late model. Right now in 10th, desperately trying to work the tire game, really trying to survive to the halfway break coming up on lap 46. On further back through the field. Jackson Hadaway having a steady climb himself, started 16th up to 11th. Hauser off the wall big time there. Stephen Henning Jr. got back on the lead lap, and right now just trying to limp the car through. One of them that was involved in that earlier lap crash. Right now running in 12th for the 78 with what I have all eyes is a very ill-handling race car. Last driver, and just so happens to be the points leader coming into tonight with a severely damaged race car after the first lap crash, Colton Ward. Right now running in 13th, the last car on the lead lap, Elijah Fisher and Jesse Glover. This is actually the battle for 14th and the free pass. And right now, Glover working on the 16, trying to. Well, of course, they know since urgency in about another 10, 11 laps. Halfway break. One of them two will get their lap back. But that is through the field tonight. The first of through the field. Right now, Wade Alexander has cut that lead down to about a half a second to Ethan Sikorsky. Just joined us tonight. Race recaps so far. Lap 37 of 92. Of course, competition caution on lap 46 at the halfway. 3 cautions for 12 laps and 2 lead changes so far. That is the race recap for right now. Nothing they got to worry about if it's Fisher and Glover. Well, the big thing for Fisher and Glover right now is they're hoping that Colton Ward does not go a lap down. That'll be a big thing, and I don't think Ward wants to go a lap down, but if he does, it'll be in the free pass scenario. See 94 at Ethan already to the inside, is going to go all the way to the bottom. And with that being said, Colton Ward 1 lap down. If they do not catch the back of Stephen Henning, Ward should be the free pass recipient. Right now, Alexander went in 0.2 of a second working on the 94 right now. Well, you see what 94 doing down in that corner, really trying to cover all lanes so that way it's going to be a whole lot harder for that 84 to really try and get a move done. More likely to be on the outside. Well, Ethan able to gain about a 10th off the corner there, but Alexander's best part seems to be in the middle of 3 and 4. Either going to cut that nose off again. Well, 44 laps. Halfway break in another 2 laps as soon as they get back to the. As soon as we get back to the start finish line. And off of turn 4. I don't know if they're going to let them. There it is. Competition caution is out, and Ethan Sikorsky right now, the man on a mission to try to recover after missing last week's race and dropping to 17th in points. Wade Alexander, Shane Hart, Ben Milton, and Ben Conert the top 5. Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton, Darcy R. Tyler Stone, and Jackson Hadaway the top 10. It'll save Stephen Henning Jr. and it'll save Colton Ward. It will be a bad break for Elijah Fisher and Jesse Glover unless they take the waiver round. But if they take the waiver round, I feel like they'll be massively off schedule. Matter of fact, let's look at the Raging Idiot Racing Network pit strategy report as the field comes in now. 26 lap old tires for Fisher and Glover both, so I don't like they do take the waiver round. It's just going to be as dire as the field is in this time. Tyler Stone will stay out. And inherit the lead as Alexander and the rest of the field is in. Race off of pit road. Ben Milton will take it over Wade Alexander, Ethan Sikorsky, and Shane Har. Evan Dillon because Colton Ward pitted. Elijah Fisher granted the waiver round. Issues with Colton Ward, and Colton Ward, as a matter of fact, done for the night. It's going to be a big blow to the points. Probably finish around the 15th spot. All right, well, Tyler Stone, Ben Milton will bring us down. 43 laps to go. We're rolling. Right now, Alexander using the apron to try to get around this joint. Ain't working out for him too bad. And then Sikorsky around Tyler Stone, Ben Miller in the leader, 3 wide further back. Right now, this is the hornet's nest, and I would not want to be in it. Shane Harr up to third. They're still trying to figure out fourth on back. With 40 to go. Tyler Stone down to cover the 84. But right now, Ben Milton will lead his third lap of the night. Right now, dominant car's been Ethan Sikorsky, and again, lap 53. Fastest lap in the race for Ethan again, 22:410. Right now, biggest movers of the race so far tonight. There you see it, Shane Harr up 12, Darcy Harr up 9, Ben Milton up 7. They're your biggest movers so far. Biggest droppers of the night. Elijah Fisher down 11. The 11 of Dustin and Devin McCullough both down 6. Oh, 46, big time off the wall. Shane Hart may have got the wall a little bit as well. Milton way up the track. Ethan Sikorsky back out front. Here comes Shane Hart on the outside. They heard none of that 21 all night, mainly because Shane Hart spent the first half of this race just repairing damage and trying to climb himself into a spot to win, but now 21 on terror contact with him in the 28. Right now, drivers we don't normally talk about, bringing it to the big boys tonight. Ben Milton in the second, Ben Cahart up to fourth. Well, Alexander's had a great night so far tonight. Oh, there goes Stan Hart into the wall. Aaron Stanton around the 5th caution of the night. Man. Stan will get it back going. Ty Wilson should be the first car 1 lap down and get the free pass. For 5 cautions tonight, never mind. Let's see what happened to Aaron Stanton. All right. They don't enter high. Alexander enter a little bit lower. Fortunately, Stanton does not hit the wall. We'll rewind it one more time. A lot of guys miscalculating tonight. '84 sliding up, and yep, contact with the 27. And around Stanton goes. Elijah Fisher on pit road. Having a late model ain't that hard. Just now on that. Alright. Rewrite the field for what's been our 5th caution of the night. Ethan Sikorsky, Shane Harr first and second. Big Cunert and Mike Howler third and fourth. Wayne Alexander top 5. Darcy Hard, Tyler Stone, Jackson Hadaway, Aaron Stanton, Ben Milton. The top 10, Stephen Henning Jr. 11th. Ty Wilson just got the free pass. Back on the lead lap in 12th. Elijah Fisher still 1 lap down. Jesse Glover 3 down. Colt Ward joins the 11 of Dustin and David McCullough in the garage. Done for the night. All right, Ethan Sikorsky and Shane Hoare will bring them down. Hopefully the last caution of the night. With 29 to go, let's roll it. Oh, Darcy Hoare, massive shot. Jesus. With 2 of Inspired Motorsports cars. What in the world happened? Darcy R trying to get it rolling. And he does. Easy, boys. Well, Darcy's got more problems going on. That whole right front tire is completely killed. What happened? Good, Tyler Stone. Pretty much stack up effect. Stone gets it to the back of the 84. The 84 spins the 35 and wicked shot and already caution back out. All right. Caution number 6 of the night. Elijah Fisher back on the lead lap. Tyler Stone back in the pit. Stephen Henning still making repairs to that 78. Let's talk to Stephen Henning. Stephen Henning Jr., Gary Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, how bad's the car messed up? Spent all race trying to get that Joker fixed. Is it as bad as what it don't look all that bad? Is it worse than what it looks?
No, it's just short track racing, I guess they would call it. I don't know what the hell you'd call it, but I just think it's guys getting going a little too early, but I mean, we're damn near all fixed up here. We got 30 seconds left. We ain't got no give up in her. We got a top 10 that we're looking at getting here.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you from here on out. Hopefully talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you. You have a good night up there.
You too. All right. Ethan and Hoare brings them down for the restart. We're rolling. Great job by 94. Shane Hoare in hot pursuit. Mike Hauser worked himself back up into the top 3. Been a rough night for Hauser trying to salvage something out of it. Now I want my Mike Hauser special. 23 to go. Right now, 46. Binkard having an awesome run so far tonight. Trying to hang on to a top 3 spot. Mike Hauser. A bit of bumper. Probably did not like how that pass went. Hauser back down to the bottom. Aaron Stanton trying to force his way back into the picture here. Oh, Stanton, they save it. Hell of a save from Stanton. Right now, Wade Alexander's still fighting. Looks like some damage to that right front of that machine, but fighting tough with it. Now, Elijah Fish trying to make up some ground, starting on the outside front row, trying to salvage something from the 16 machine. Right now, Shane Harr and Anthony Sikorsky, 19 to go, battling it out. 18 to go. Shea Har within just short of a tenth. All right now, Shane, I know that 21 just lying in wait. He's going to try to make that 94 slip up. Right now, Shane Har, fast lap of the race. Lap 73. What was the last lap? 22.364. The 21 has came to life. Late to going and looks to the inside of 94. Shane Har looking to go 3 in a row across all series. Between both series tonight would tie Colt Ward's record. And right now, Har looking to get around to 94. Nathan ain't going to let it go easy. One of these two going to make a slip up, almost contact. 94, a little bit scraping to the wall. Able to hang on to it. Going to use the apron, try to get that car turned a little bit more. But out front, new leader, Shane Har with 16 to go. $15 at the line. It has been a dominant race for the 94. Could be slipping late to going. $13 to go. The gap starting to open up a little bit, just short of half a second. Well, Shane, he, like I said, spent all race, spent half the race fixing that car after being involved in the lap 1 incident that took out several contenders early. Darcy Har. 1 lap down is going to be in front of the leaders here. Well, it was a great night for the 35. Will go awry late. He'll go to the apron. Still damage to that machine. Oh, right front tires. Completely killed. Sure, it's turning good. Well, Har off the wall again. Sikorsky as well. We got a man at 94 doing everything he can. Try to make something happen. Right now, Mike Hauser running 3rd, Aaron Stanton 4th. Fisher slams the wall back there, so to 28 of Milton. 8 to go. The gap just under a second. I think 94's used up the tires, but they're pretty much on the same lap of tires. I think everybody's practically used them up for the most part. Seven to go. Well, you see Mike Hauser starting to gain on that 94. I think he's already burned up the tires in him. Jackson Hadaway slow on the back straightaway has actually spun out. Going to get it back rolling, and more than likely, there he goes. Jesse Glover meatball flag to the 98 to the 99. Well, Shane Orr looks to see 5 laps to go from IRP. I think right now he can kind of calm down from here. But there you see it. Shane Harger was the last lap slightly faster. There it is. Massively faster. That right there tells me that Shane Orr has just got to negotiate it for 2 more laps. He'll see it. White flag for Shane Harr. We talked about last week how Colt Ward made it 3 in a row across both series. Shane Harr, from his win last Saturday, his win Monday, and his win tonight, will tie that record. Shane Harr back to victory lane for the 2nd Saturday night in a row. Ethan Sikorsky, Mike Hauser, Aaron Stan, Ben Card rounds out the top 5. All right. Lose the points lead 2 Saturdays ago, or lost 3rd place in it. Go on and win 2 Saturdays in a row. Let him celebrate a minute. Go out through the rest of the top 10. Wade Alexander, Elijah Fisher, Ben Milton, Stephen Henning Jr., and Tyler Stone rounds out 10th. Give me 1 second, folks. Well, let's get him in here. Shane Harr had us 3 in a row sound.
Oh, man, doesn't it feel great? Feels great over here. It sounds good, too.
Buddy, walking into the night we talked about all last week, Colt Ward making it 3 in a row across both series. You'll do it tonight. You'll tie him. Feels pretty good right now, don't it?
Yeah, we didn't honestly know what we had coming into this race, so I didn't practice at all this week. So that shows a lot about our grit and drive, really. So Gen 6, Gen 4, late models, doesn't matter.
Well, buddy, take me through the night involved in the lap 1 incident that kind of set the tone, spent the majority of the night. spent the majority of the night fixing the damage to that 21 machine. Really, how bad was it? And when you got it fixed, did you feel like that you could go back out there and try to get up there with the best of them?
Yeah, that first wreck there, it looked like, I don't know, there was at least 4 of them, 5 of them going around, and I was calling it out on the radio, so I kind of lost track of the 99 there, sitting in the middle of the track, and just having to T-bone them. You know, we had, I think it was like 48 seconds of damage, so it really wasn't that bad, but you can only really get, 25, 30 seconds fixed, at caution, so I just took my time and, got it fixed. And I noticed on the lap 46 caution that I had 2/10 on the field. So, after them 46 laps. So I kind of figured at the end, if I got out good at the end of that pit stop, had a good top 2, top 3 car, I knew in the long run that, this 21 high vodka, late
vodka,
model
baby.
stock. Yeah, that's some good stuff, right?
Hell yeah.
This late model stock was quick tonight. So, shout out to everybody on the team. Shout out for you guys, Garrett and Teresa, for letting me drive these cars every week, and shout out Elijah for putting on a good race.
All right, buddy. I got one more question for you before I let you head out. Colton Ward's early exit tonight. Well, it's definitely closed up that points gap. How big of a motivation is this going into next Saturday?
Yeah, it's a pretty big motivation, I guess. 4 in a row would be sweet, across both series. But that'd be cool to break the record. It sucks for Colton. He got wrecked out earlier. I'm sure it would have been between, me or him at the end again, like it always is. So it would have been fun to battle it out. But maybe next week.
All right, buddy. Hell of a job tonight. Shane R. 3 in a row tonight. Second straight Saturday night win. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job.
I appreciate you, Garrett. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That being said, perhaps the dominant car of the night, Ethan Sikorsky, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, take me through them last few laps. Looked like the 94 had it dead to rights, but did the handling just go away at the end there?
Oh yeah, no, it got really tight. It burned up my right front trying to get past the 6 car. I think it was the 6 car. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Shane's just, that's where the experience shines, I guess, because he just managed his tires a lot better than I did. But hey, I'll take good finish. All right, I've been having quite a crap start to the season, so I'll take it. I don't care.
Well, buddy, take me through the night. Really, you were ahead of most of the carnage, but what we saw tonight, is that just pretty much what you said, track position, guys trying to be over aggressive tonight? And really, what is your assessment on the night outside of the P2 finish?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much what I said before. It's just everyone's going to try and get the most out of it as they can, because it was really hard to pass tonight. Unless you were on fresher tires, you weren't going to really pass anyone. So yeah, just did my best to stay out, hit it at the halfway, and try to manage.
Well, buddy, last question I got for you before I let you head out. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I want to thank Elijah. He puts together a fun league. I know I give him a lot of crap sometimes, but, it's all in good fun. Also want to thank my teammates for helping me out a lot. And, I feel bad for Aaron and Colton. Had tough nights, but I'm sure they'll rally back. They're both fast.
All right, buddy. For Ethan Sikorsky, tonight will be a P2 finish, but he will collect both the bonus points coming with it tonight for an extra 10. Hell of a job tonight. Good recovery out of the 94.
Thank you.
That being said, the last of the top 3 drivers. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, I got you, Garrett. What's up?
Well, I can hear it in your voice. Not tonight at the 43 and wanted, but able to call back to a P3 finish. Just take me through the night. Really take me through what happened between you and Aaron Stanton leading up to that turn. Did it feel like just a misjudge, or what was your assessment of that incident?
Yeah, actually, him and I were talking about it a minute ago. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. With these cars, it's really hard to see over the hood. and he said he just didn't know he was that close to me. And um, I'm just gonna chalk it up to racing. I mean, Aaron said he took responsibility for it, but I'm not gonna hold it to him. It stinks because it's. I felt like it was really a track position race. Like, yeah, I had to save tires, but that last run there, like I was running what felt like identical laps to Shane and Ethan, and I just could not catch up. I was catching Ethan by the end, but there just wasn't enough time, and that's kind of what bummed me out because if you lose the track position, you're kind of in a hole there. Like Aaron was telling me that he got like spun how many times and had to rebound, and you can rebound, but you can't. It's only so far, you know.
Yeah.
So real bummer that we couldn't rebound further or get closer to the lead there because I think I definitely have something for the 21 car, even the 94. All in all, though, not a bad race for the first time in these late models. They're really fun to drive. Though, I'll tell you
I
that.
love them. Why do you think they're the only car I drive?
I can see why now. Maybe I'll just start driving these only.
Yeah, it's a whole lot easier. They're not as hard to drive as what people give them credit for. That being said, I do want to ask you, throughout the night we saw, I believe, 6 cautions tonight. Do you feel like it's down to inexperience with these cars, or was it just guys being over jealous tonight, or really what was your reasons just behind? Of course, opinions. Of course, they're just opinions. Ain't like nobody's holding them to you or nothing. But what was just your assessment of the night, pretty much as far as cautions and all that goes?
I think a little bit of it was an experience, but I think a lot of it was also some guys just maybe pushing it a little too hard. Like you said, these cars maybe aren't as like sketchy as the Cup cars or like the other cars that we run in the series. But I think with that, when you have a car that's more secure, it kind of inflates your confidence a little bit. And maybe sometimes it inflates it a little too much, to the point where you're actually pushing the car past its limit because these cars do have limits. I think every car does. So when you do push it past the limit, it kind of you make mistakes. I think you've kind of seen some guys that kind of wash up the track a little bit. They send it in a little too deep, or but some of them inexperiences maybe not really knowing where your front bumper is because these cars are pretty long. So, but I don't think it was a terrible race. I think we had some decent racing overall, and I'm hoping. I think as we go along, it'll get better. So I'm hoping next week is better for us, or just in general for the racing product.
All right, buddy. Last question I got for you before you head out tonight. Is there anybody want to thank your friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for putting the broadcast on, Elijah for putting the league on, and anyone who's watching out there. Sorry we couldn't get you the Mike Hauser meal today. I know there's people out there that I think they just don't want you to have it. So, yeah, real bummer for Elijah too. He kind of got caught up in a wreck early. I think he was on his lid, so really unfortunate for him. And he, just couldn't fully recover. I think he would have been up there with us if things kind of went his way a little more.
All right, buddy. Mike Hauser will start on pole tonight, but will salvage a third place finish after a very eventful night for the 43 team. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Speaking of Elijah Fisher, he will end out our interviews tonight in what has been a very eventful night. Elijah Fisher, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy?
I suppose.
Well, take me through the night. It was a very tough night, a tough race in general, but more especially for the 16 team. Just take me through that earlier incident with the 25.
I don't know. I have a lot of things I could say about it, but I mean, I don't know. I just right on the get-go, I was just kind of trying to take the lane and get onto the outside where we could kind of get a runoff and just in the early 7 laps, I think I figured like 6 different things out that I could be doing. So felt like I had a pretty good defensive line. I know I came down just a little bit off the top of third lane, but ultimately, it just looked like he didn't see Mike Hauser down there, and he just kind of came up into us. And I don't know. I don't agree with 3 wide racing in lap 9 just after a previous caution, but I'm not gonna bash the dude. It's racing. It's just you're not gonna win every race, but we've been on a losing streak, so it just sucks a little bit more.
Well, buddy, as far as tonight goes, 16 had speed tonight. Were you hoping that another caution could probably get everybody bunched back up?
We didn't need more cautions. We just needed to get our head out of our rear end. I
can
didn't
agree
pit.
with it. I can agree with
I
it.
just didn't pit. And I don't know why I didn't pit, but I figured once it would hit 2 degree, I wasn't going to break the rule and just go to the end of line and then just should have pitted at lap 63. But I don't know. I just was trying to get the lap back and get back on the lead lap, and I don't know if I just got too excited or if I just am a hack.
Well, buddy, last question I got for you tonight before I let you head out. Is there anybody want to thank Night Friends, family sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Everybody who worked with me, Mike, for trying to keep my head in the cool. I had a couple Kurt Busch moments tonight, but he always keeps me going. Thank you, Mad Lad, for the paint scheme. This KFC car was fast, and I don't know. I'm kind of upset about a P7. Sounds a little crazy, but I don't know. It's just one of them deals. It just felt good tonight, and I don't know. Just outside the top 5 don't sit well with me. So we'll thank the Lord for letting us race at least, and thank you, Mom, and everybody else for watching, and we'll show up a little different on Monday, I think.
All right, buddy. For Elijah Fisher tonight, it'll be a 7th place finish at IRP. Look forward to seeing you Monday, buddy.
Sounds good. Maybe I'm not a hack then.
Well, I don't really know what to say about all that. Which, then again, I've been in several official races. They've had a handful of cautions. Some have gone without cautions. It's Saturday night. That's all it is. It's Saturday night. We still got one more to go. Following tonight. And of course, we'll go through the results tonight. So Shane R. Back to victory in lane. Ethan Sikorsky, Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton, Ben Cunard, the top 5. Wade Alexander, Elijah Fisher, Ben Milden, Stephen Henning Jr., and Tyler Stone, your top 10. Ty Wilson, Jackson Hadaway, Darcy Hard, Jesse Glover, Colt Ward. The 11 of Dustin and David McCullough rounds out the field tonight in what was a very interesting race, to say the least. But that being said, for those of you that are waiting around for the Midnight Racing League, that will be on at around 11:45ish, 11:50, somewhere along in there. Couple minutes left in practice, hopefully. Jump in straight to qualifying then. The second race of the playoffs, where Justin Millicar holds a slim lead over the field. All that action will be covered tonight. Until then, thank you everybody for watching the Inspired Thunder series from IRP and the first race with the late models. I will see everybody in about, give or take, hour and a half, 2 hours. Until then, take it easy. Have a good night.